Today, we're going to talk about why your business may not be working as fast as you possibly want it to work. Like sometimes we, as entrepreneurs, sometimes we might guess why my business is not working as I want it to work. I do the necessary things. I do my research, but my business is not growing at the pace that I want it to grow. So this is what we're going to talk about. There are quite a few misconceptions or myths that a lot of entrepreneurs are falling into. So today we're going to debunk each and every one of them. So, and if you saw the thumbnail, I might change thumbnail. Like I'm not promising on the YouTube. If you saw the thumbnail or on my Instagram on the YouTube, it says fear versus reality. So right now, today we're going to do a very deep reality check why businesses may not be working and what you need to do right now to make it work. So very honest conversation, and we're going to dive into it right now. So as you are joining me everywhere, my advice to you and my request for you, let me know where you're watching me from. Let me know where you're watching me from. Today I am on Zoom. I am not in the studio, so like I may not see your comments right away, but like I will read them out if I can. So let me know where you're watching me from. Also, it's a like free social selling tip for you because when you are engaged, when you are commenting, you actually put yourself out there and other people may connect with you. And it's across the platforms. Comments is very underrated social selling tool. So let me know where you're watching me from. And if you have questions at any point of our conversation, if you have questions at any point of our conversation, drop them in the comments. I will answer every single question. I will read every single comment if I can. And if you're watching me on replay, let me know that you're watching me on replay. So also it's going to be on the podcast. Like, hello, Kevin from Florida, from Lakeland, Florida. Kevin, thank you so much for joining. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, LinkedIn crew, LinkedIn fam, like, come on, let me know where you're watching me from. Let me know where you're watching me from. The same thing for Instagram. So, let's dive into it. Why your business is not growing as fast as you want it to grow. Fear versus reality. And today we're going to have a very honest conversation. And listen, if you're one of the if you're one of those people who easily get offended, who cannot handle the truth, it might be a little bit difficult live stream for you, or a little bit difficult podcast episode because we're going to talk about the truth. So let's start with number one. The number one reason a lot of businesses are not growing, and when I say businesses, I mean service-based businesses, service-based entrepreneurs, my service providers, coaches, consultants, mentors. You're building your business, but like something is in the way. One of the reasons your business is not growing is the lack of urgency. Is the lack of urgency. Let me expand it for a little bit. First of all, there are two driving forces in your sales process. It is scarcity, it is urgency. So if your messaging lacks urgency, this is like you probably have to add a little bit more urgency to your messaging. But also, but also, you have to have urgency in your business. You have to have urgency like within you too. A lot of entrepreneurs build their business like tomorrow is promised. Let me tell you a story. When I started my business, I invested in three coaches, right? When at the beginning of my business, and I invested in my first mentor. We were working on LinkedIn and social selling. Then I invested in my messaging coach. Wonderful career coach, very powerful, thought leader in HR space, like wonderful Black woman. Like she taught me a lot. So, and then I invested in one more mentor. But not what happened to me, because again, tomorrow is not promised. Your stability is not promised. I started my business and I lost my job, and I just had one client. I don't know about you, but I could not afford to fail. I could not afford to fail. I knew that I needed the skill set to run my business. I wanted to grow my business, but going to unlimited like master classes, freebies, uh, $20, $97 courses, that would not get me there. That would not get me to where I wanted to be. I needed a mentor. I needed a coach that I can learn a skill set from. Listen, you might be really good service provider. You know what you're talking about, but marketing is a skill. Social selling is a skill. And like this is a skill that you have to invest, and you have to treat your business seriously and with urgency because listen, your business is your safety net. That was true for me when I lost my job and I'm a solo provider for my family. And the only thing that I had to my name was my business and one client. I knew that I could not fail. And that was my safety net. Sometimes it did not feel like that. Sometimes it did not feel like that. Sometimes it's like, okay, like that safety net doesn't feel safe anymore. And entrepreneurship is not safe. Listen, but it's your safety net. It's your legacy. You are building wealth for generations. You are building the pathway for generations. This is really important to understand. And a lot of entrepreneurs toying around with a business idea. Oh, I'm going to start business like maybe next month, or maybe I need to do like a freebie first. Maybe I need to build my email list first. Let me go and watch 10,000 courses and 10,000 free webinars before I started my business. That was not my path, and it's not the path for many of my clients. Many of my clients that I work with, like they just like, okay, they saw it, they want it, they got it. And this is the urgency within, because you cannot communicate urgency in your messaging if you don't have urgency in your business. And if you don't have urgency in your business and in your messaging, this is what slows down your process. This is what slows down your sales. Let me know if it is making sense. Put in the chat urgency. If it makes sense, put in the chat urgency. If it resonates, put in the chat urgency if it resonates. So, like, that's number one, urgency. And listen, you gotta move in your business like it matters, because it is lifelong asset. This is your legacy. This is this is your path to your personal freedom. I don't know what people mean by financial freedom, but like 10K a month, and it's absolutely doable. 20K a month, it's absolutely doable if it is financial freedom for you. So the path is for financial freedom is open to you, absolutely 100%. So the second thing, that people are getting distracted by too many shiny objects. People think that they need an email list. People think that they need like a branding kit. People think that they need to create a lead magnet. Listen, if you are building your business and your goal for your business this year is to get at least to $10,000 a month or $20,000 a month, like this is what you need to do. You need to focus on one front and center offer. One front and center offer. Because this week I talked to a lot of entrepreneurs, and what is missing in like in a in majority in those conversations is one and front and center offer. Uh, you're not ready for offer suite. You're not ready to sell multiple offers at the same time if you're not making 10K a month. You are on the path, and like simplicity and clear messaging, that what get you that will get you to 10K a month and 20K a month. And listen, um, yesterday in my stories, and in my previous live streams, I talk about that 10K a month is a good intermediate goal, but it's not the end goal. It is good intermediate goal, but it's not the end goal. So what is needed? One front and center offer. You have to know the problem that you're solving, and people should be willing to spend money. They should, in other words, they should value the solution, the transformation, the end result that you provide to those people more than they value money. And this comes with the market research. So no, you don't need a email list. You should build your email list. Let me say this. Email list is your lifelong asset that you're building in your business constantly. But email list doesn't equal sales. And sales doesn't equal email list. It's like two separate entities, but eventually you will leverage your email list, but it's eventually. It's when you get 10K a month. It's when you get your first wins. It's when you get traction in your business. Because listen, those emailing software, like you gotta pay for it. And if you don't get money from your business, how are you gonna pay for that software? Like, what do you need another subscription to pay for, right? So, and if you like, if but also like again, this is something that you can build simultaneously. What is required is clear messaging and clear social selling. What is social selling? Is showing up on a social media platform. Your social media platform matters. Your social media platform, that the choice of your social media platform should satisfy two criteria. One criteria, you can start a conversation, and people should be willing to start a conversation with you, because conversions, they happen through conversations. And it's essential to understand conversions, they happen through conversations. Um, Based on data from my clients and based on my data from my business, I made 50K the first 4 or 5 months in business on LinkedIn because I could start a conversation with people. And like this is essential. I'm still battling with Instagram. I like creating content on Instagram. It's a pure joy for me. But money making social media platform for me, it is LinkedIn. Listen, I'm not married to LinkedIn, but it is just the fact. It is just the reality that I see from my clients and that I see for myself. As soon as there's another social media platform, whatever it is, that beats LinkedIn in terms of profitability, in terms of the conversation and community building, I'm there. And I will be the first one who will go live here and say, hey, go there with me, because I just made a lot of money there, more than I would make anywhere else. I will be the first one who to tell you that, right? So your social media platform matters, and also you should have a storage or like a hub for your long format content. It can be a podcast, it can be a YouTube channel. I would like, if you're like thinking like podcast or YouTube channel, go with the YouTube channel, because your YouTube channel is a lifelong asset, is your legacy as well, right? So your social media platform matters. Social selling principles, right? How you connect, how you start conversations, and what content you create. You should create content. So what kind of content you should create? Video content, like written post content. And a lot of people say like, "Oh, I'm not comfortable on video." But here's a harsh reality. This is the harsh truth. Look at the entrepreneurs who are making millions of dollars. Look at Tony Robbins. Look at big names. Look at big names in your industry. They all create video content. Look at big businesses. Look at Apple. Apple is that software company that produces iPhones and iPads. They produce video content. And again, like I'm producing video content because this is how you build community. This is how you build trust. So, and consistency is also required. Your focus and your consistency and your irresistible offer, that will get you there where you need to be. A lot of entrepreneurs would give up too soon on our dreams. And also, like your mentor, like having a mentor is essential. And I understand that mentorship, it is an investment. But listen, if you look at the prices and you look, it's a little bit more than I would like to pay. I would say do it, because people who pay money pay attention, and that feeling, that will hold you accountable for your actions. That discomfort, like, okay, like I just invested good a good amount of money in my mentor. It's better work. And when you have that mentality, it's better work, you start working, because nothing will work until you work it. Nothing will work until you work it. And in my first year in my business, I invested $20,000 in my mentors. Absolutely, $20,000 in my mentors. I invested about $5,000 only in training. I invested about like what, six, seven, I don't know, like how much money like on my one-on-one coaching. And then I invested $9,000 with my another mentor, with my another coach. And this is why I'm still here, because I move like it matters. And if you're looking for a mentor, listen, you need a mentor, because you have blind spots, and like every leader needs, every leader needs a leader, every mentor needs a mentor. So my invitation for you, send me a DM, and I will attach the link to book a call with me to in the comments later. So whether you're LinkedIn, whether you're on YouTube, I will attach in the link in the pinned comment to link to book a call with me. So I know it's uncomfortable. Like building a business is uncomfortable every single time, because like this year I invested in my mentor again, because like I need the community, I need the mentor, I need the skill set, and it was uncomfortable. It's not like never have I ever spent money on my coach, on my mentor, thinking like, oh, not a big deal, just another $5,000, just another $3,000. No, 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 not a big deal. Like, oh well, it's just money. Like, it's almost like, and it better work. It better work. But it better work because I work it. And it better work because you work it. Right? Because there's a two-part of relationship. Your mentor provides you feedback, provides you tools, provides you methodology, provides you strategy, asking you the right questions, but you are the one who implements it. And also, like when you are in this, like, because you will get in that spot, like, okay, why nothing is working? What should I do? Your mentor will guide you through it, because it is another, like, listen, it's really good. I It just crossed my mind, a lot of entrepreneurs, they burn down their businesses way too soon because they're impatient. Business is not instant success. Your patience, your work is required. Every time you start a new business, every time you make a pivot, every time you make changes in your business, give it time to grow. It's like your seed. When you sow a seed, you don't expect a tree by tomorrow. It's not just not the reality. You are patiently tender the soil, water the seed, and you wait. The same thing for your business. Like this is not an instant success. Patience is required. But as you patiently waiting, you might as well work on your business. You might as well work on your messaging, because listen, a lot of you are so close to your success because you have a goal mind, you have experience, you have passion, you have purpose. But it's just like the focus, the one in front and center offer, and figuring out that formula, to put together your messaging. So, like that is what is required. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm not gonna be long before you. It's Thursday, it's Friday's Eve. Let me know if you have any questions. Drop your questions in the chat, whether it is about messaging, whether it is about um urgency or anything else. What like, and also share with me what resonated with you. Share with me what resonated with you. Because like as I said, when you put yourself out there, when you come and other people see you, and then by the way, majority of my connections, the majority of my connections, they came from comments, because I'm commenting, because I'm engaged with the community, and I connect with those people. You never know who is watching, and you never know who is reading your comments. You never know who is reading your questions. So let me know if you have any questions. But as you're writing your questions, my invitation for you to book a call with me, send me a DM. We can set up a conversation. Let's continue the conversation, because if you want your business to work, you gotta work on your business. You gotta be invested in your business, and you gotta act with urgency. You don't need email list. You don't need squeeze pages. You don't need branding kit. Listen, I'm gonna talk like as you're typing your questions. I'm gonna point out this thing. Brand, right? A lot of entrepreneurs, they think, okay, I'm in business. I need a brand. I need a brand. You are your own brand. Your messaging is a part of your brand. Because if you like, if you're working on your cash flow and you distract that by colors, by fonts, by pictures, like you're focusing on the wrong thing. Yeah, of course, like have nice pictures, it's okay. But like it's like your priority is to work on your priority right now is on your messaging. I like listen, I just did my branding photos like a few months ago with Jody Brim, North Carolina, amazing brand photographer, like free. Listen, connect with Jody if you haven't already. I have a comment on YouTube. Patience is a must. Yes, patience is a must. Absolutely. You have to be patient with yourself. You have to be patient with your business. And you have to act with urgency. You have to act like it matters. Like I understand it's uncomfortable. Investment is uncomfortable. Um, Building business is uncomfortable. But have faith. It's important to walk by faith and not by sight. Every day when I wake up, I walk by faith. When I started my business, I could not see with my physical eyes what I see right now in my business. I kept going because I did not want it to be the reality. Because my desired reality was successful business and is successful business. And I was walking by faith and not by sight until I could see it. And I keep doing the same thing over and over again every day. Every day I'm slightly uncomfortable, but my faith gets me there. My faith leads me there. All right, I want to link you with that. My DMs are open, and I will attach a link to book a call with me later in the comments. Thank you so much for coming to my live stream. I appreciate each and every one of you. If I didn't read your comment on LinkedIn, it's probably because LinkedIn doesn't show it to me. Like it's weird. It's okay. I see your comments on YouTube though. So, and I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to talk about the real cost of entrepreneurship, itemized report. So, we're going to break it down. What is the real cost of entrepreneurship? It's going to be another honest conversation. So if you're up for honest conversations, join me tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So we're gonna be an hour later. I'm experimenting with the times, what is the best time for my show, for my live stream, for my podcast. So in the meantime, in between time, I wish you prosperity and blessings in your business, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, y'all.